Alright guys, listen up. Today we're ditching the usual chaos and jumping on a plane to a country most of you probably couldn't find on a map. Don't worry, I'm kidding, kinda. We're headed to Lithuania, a hidden gem in Eastern Europe that's packed with history, culture and some seriously stunning landscapes. We're talking medieval castles, sandy beaches and forests straight out of a fairy tale. So buckle up, because we're about to hit you with the 12 most beautiful places this country has to offer. Trust me, you're going to want to add this one to your bucket list. Oh, and before I forget, smash that like button, hit subscribe and ring the bell, because this is going to be a wild ride. Let's do this! First up, we're diving headfirst into the heart of Lithuania, Vilnius Old Town. This isn't your average tourist trap, guys. We're talking cobblestone streets, buildings older than your grandparents' grandparents, and a vibe that just screams history. Seriously, you walk down these streets and you can practically feel the stories whispering from the walls. You've got Gothic churches, Baroque palaces, hidden courtyards, and enough cafes to satisfy your caffeine addiction for a lifetime. But it's not just about the past here. Vilnius has this energy, a pulse that throbs with creativity. Street art pops up around every corner, live music spills out from cozy bars, and the whole city just feels alive. If you're looking for a city that's both a blast from the past and ahead of its time, Vilnius is it. Trust me, this place will steal your heart. Next stop, we're hopping in a boat and heading to Trakai Island Castle, a place so magical it looks like it was plucked straight out of a Disney movie. Seriously, this 14th century fortress, perched on a tiny island in the middle of Lake Galv, is the stuff of legends. Picture this, crystal clear water, lush green forests, and then BAM! This imposing brick castle rises out of the water like something out of a dream. You can practically hear the clash of swords and the roar of cannons just looking at it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't this just another pretty castle? Wrong. This place is steeped in history, man. It was a strategic stronghold, a royal residence, and even a prison at one point. Talk about a wild past. Today you can explore the castle, learn about its history, and even try your hand at some traditional Lithuanian crafts. And the best part, the views from the towers are absolutely breathtaking. If you're looking for that perfect Instagram shot, this is it. Alright, so we've had the charming old streets of Vilnius, the fairy tale castle on the lake. But are you ready for something completely different? Something that feels like another planet? That's the Curonian Spit, my friends. Imagine this, giant sand dunes, I mean massive, towering over you. It's like the desert met the sea and decided to have a standoff. You walk up these dunes, the wind whipping past you, and you get to the top, and boom, the entire Baltic Sea stretches out before you. The scale of it just blows your mind, and the crazy thing is this whole spit of land is constantly shifting, reshaping itself with the wind and the waves. It's like a living, breathing landscape. You can wander through forests that suddenly open up onto these epic dunes. It's wild, man. You've got to experience it to believe it. Trust me, it's worth the trip. So, Lithuania's got beauty in spades, right? From castles to coastlines, we've seen it all. But this next spot, the Hill of Crosses, that's different. This place gets under your skin, man. Imagine a hill, a simple hill covered in crosses. And I'm not talking about a few dozen. I'm talking hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of crosses. People from all over the world, from all walks of life, have been coming here for centuries to plant their own crosses. Each one represents a prayer, a hope, a memory. You walk through this forest of crosses and you can't help but feel the weight of all those stories, all that faith, all that humanity. It's a powerful place, almost eerie. It's not about religion, not really. It's about something bigger. It's about that universal human need to connect, to leave our mark, to believe in something. It's heavy, man, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Alright, after the intensity of the Hill of Crosses, you're probably ready for some serious chill time, and that's where Anyksciai National Park comes in. This place is like stepping into a postcard. Remember those vast forests I mentioned earlier? This is where they come alive. We're talking deep emerald green forests, dotted with crystal clear lakes. It's the kind of place where you can totally disconnect, rent a cabin by the lake, spend your days kayaking, hiking, swimming, just breathing in that fresh air. You can wander through the woods for hours and you might not see another soul. It's just you and nature, man. And the best part, you can camp out under the stars. Yeah, you heard me right. Pitch a tent right there in the middle of all that beauty. You've got to experience that feeling of being totally immersed in nature. It's like hitting the reset button on your soul. All right, we're moving on from the tranquility of Aukštaitija National Park to Lithuania's second largest city, Kaunas. Now, Kaunas is a city that effortlessly blends its historical narrative with a vibrant modern art scene. You get this amazing juxtaposition of old-world charm and cutting-edge creativity. You can't talk about Kaunas without mentioning the Old Town. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. Cobblestone streets, Gothic architecture. It's like stepping back in time. The history is literally woven into the fabric of the city. But Kaunas isn't stuck in the past. Oh no, this city is a hotbed for contemporary art. Street art murals bursting with colour, edgy galleries showcasing Lithuanian talent, even the Devil's Museum. A collection of devil figurines that's as bizarre as it is fascinating. Kaunas is a city that defies expectations. It's this amazing blend of history and innovation, tradition and rebellion. You really have to experience it to understand the energy. It's no wonder Kaunas was the European capital of culture in 2022. It's a city that leaves its mark on you. From the artistic energy of Kaunas, we're heading south to Druskininkai, Lithuania's ultimate spa town. Now, if you're looking for relaxation, rejuvenation, a chance to unwind and reconnect with yourself, this is the place. Druskininkai is all about wellness. We're talking mineral-rich mud baths, soothing thermal springs, and spa treatments that'll leave you feeling like a new person. It's the kind of place where you can truly disconnect from the daily grind and just breathe. But Druskininkai isn't just about pampering yourself. The town is surrounded by some of Lithuania's most stunning natural beauty. Think lush forests, serene lakes, and the Nemunas River winding its way through the landscape. You can go for a hike, rent a bike, take a boat trip. There's something for everyone. Druskininkai is the perfect blend of indulgence and natural beauty. It's a place to escape the ordinary, recharge your batteries, and just enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Trust me, after the whirlwind of traveling, you'll appreciate the tranquility of Druskininkai. All right, guys, get ready to soak up the sun because we're heading to the coast, to Palanga, Lithuania's most popular seaside resort town. If you're looking for that classic beach vacation vibe, Palanga is the place to be. Imagine this. Golden sand beaches stretching as far as the eye can see, the Baltic Sea sparkling in the sunshine and the air filled with the sounds of laughter and seagulls. Palanga is all about enjoying the simple pleasures of summer. Take a stroll down Basanavičius Street, the heart of Palanga, lined with shops, restaurants and cafes. Try some traditional Lithuanian cuisine, grab an ice cream or browse for souvenirs. And don't forget to check out the iconic Palanga Pier stretching out into the sea. Palanga is also famous for its amber. Legend has it that the Baltic Sea is where the tears of a mermaid turned into amber. You'll find amber jewelry everywhere you look, from small shops to elaborate galleries. It's the perfect reminder of your time on the Lithuanian coast. Yo, what's up everybody? It's John, and we're still rolling through Lithuania. And this place, Nida, man, this place is different. We're talking about a little village nestled in the Curonian Spit, right? Sand dunes, pine forests, the Baltic Sea, it's like something out of a postcard. But here's the thing about Nida, it's not just beautiful, it's got this creative energy that just pulls you in. Artists, writers, musicians, they've been coming here for centuries, finding inspiration in this little slice of paradise. You can feel it in the air, you know? It's electric. And the houses, man, you gotta see these houses. Traditional wooden houses painted in these bright, vibrant colors. They're like something out of a storybook, each one with its own personality. You walk these streets, you feel the history, you feel the creativity, you feel the peace. It's like stepping into a different world. Nida, man, it's a must-see. All right, so we're switching gears a bit, heading inland to a place called Kernavė. Now, this isn't your typical tourist spot with beaches and resorts, okay? This is for the history buffs, the archaeology nerds, the people who get chills thinking about civilizations past. Kernava is the real deal, guys. We're talking about an ancient settlement like way back, dating back to the Stone Age. The ruins here, the artifacts, they tell a story of the people who lived here thousands of years ago. Imagine walking through these hills, knowing that beneath your feet lies the history of a civilization long gone. It's humbling, man. It really makes you think about the bigger picture, you know? So if you're looking for something different, something off the beaten path, something that will transport you back in time, Kernava is calling your name. All right, we're heading north now to a town called Anykščiai. Trust me, it's easier to visit than it is to pronounce. This place is all about getting up close and personal with nature, and I mean close, we're talking treetop level, people. Anyksciai is home to this incredible treetop walking path. Imagine strolling through the forest canopy, sunlight dappling through the leaves, the wind rustling through the branches. It's like stepping into another world, a hidden kingdom above the ground. You're literally walking at the same height as birds, man. How cool is that? But the treetop walk isn't the only thing Anyksciai has going for it. This place is full of natural wonders, rolling hills, winding rivers, and dense forests just begging to be explored. Whether you're into hiking, biking, or kayaking, Anyksciai has got you covered. So yeah, Anyksciai is definitely worth adding to your Lithuanian itinerary. It's the perfect place to escape the city, breathe in some fresh air, and reconnect with nature. And who knows, you might even discover your inner Tarzan while you're at it. The last stop on our Lithuanian adventure brings us to Klaipėda, a city that's all about that salty sea air. This is Lithuania's only port city, and you can feel that maritime history everywhere you go. It's in the cobblestone streets, the smell of the sea in the air, the sound of seagulls squawking overhead. Klaipėda is a city that's both rugged and charming. You've got these old-world brick buildings standing shoulder to shoulder with modern architecture, all overlooking a bustling harbour filled with fishing boats and sailboats. It's a city that's constantly moving, constantly changing, just like the tides. But don't let the hustle and bustle fool you. Klaipėda knows how to relax too. Take a stroll along the beaches, grab a bite to eat at a seaside restaurant, or just soak up the sun and enjoy the view. And if you're lucky enough to be there in the summer, you might even catch the annual Sea Festival, a week-long celebration of all things maritime. Honestly, Klaipėda is the perfect place to end our journey. It's a city that embodies the spirit of Lithuania, rich in history, full of life, and always looking towards the horizon. So there you have it, guys. 12 of the most beautiful places you absolutely have to visit in Lithuania. From the cobblestone streets of Vilnius to the windswept dunes of the Curonian Spit, this country is absolutely bursting with incredible sights, sounds, and experiences. Honestly, I could talk about Lithuania all day, but I want to hear from you guys. Which of these amazing places would you visit first? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future adventures. See you in the next video.